Hi, I'm Majungalala and welcome to another one of my creative creations. Today we're going to be working on a moving walkway. It can go lightning fast or it can go a little bit slower. The lightning fast is if the command block is set to repeat and always active and not connected to this little clock. And it can go a little bit slower if it is at the regular settings and connected to the clock. Another nice thing about it is if it does not work if you are not facing the right direction. This also means that you can go backwards on it and it won't move you. And the movement of this one does not affect the movement of this one. So let's get started. You'll need a command block. You'll need some walls, whatever kind you like, but it'll keep the user kind of in the right place. The black wool is what the actual walkway is made out of. You'll need some redstone, redstone comparator, and a redstone repeater if you are using the clock. Also, redstone torch is part of the clock too. And I have some grass blocks so I can cover up the area that I need to dig out to do that command block and the clock. So let's go ahead and dig out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5 long walkway with these walls on the side. And like I said, that just keeps the person on the walkway. Which is kind of convenient to do that. And start digging out a 3 by 3. It's going to be 3 deep. That's approximate. And directly under the first block of your walkway is going to be your command block. And then if you actually want the clock, it's going to be 2 redstone there, comparator there, repeater there. Gonna need to kick out a couple more blocks. There's your redstone torch, a little bit more redstone dust to wrap around, and you're going to kick that comparator into the negative so that it flashes like that. And now I'm just going to cover up most of this. I'm going to go ahead and paste my command in there. Now again, if you're not using the little clock, you would change this to repeat and you would change this to always active, and that gives you the super fast motion. But for the slower motion, I just keep this in impulse and needs redstone. Now this is an execute command. It will do the nearest player. It takes into account their horizontal rotation. That's the horizontal rotation minimum there, the RYM, and the maximum, the RY. The XYZ takes into account where they are standing, and the DX, which depending which way your walkway is going might be a DZ, just takes into account the length of the walkways so that this works the whole length of the walkway. Then it's wherever they are standing, which is actually the XYZ that you gave here, plus the DX or DZ. And then it detects right beneath them whether this wool 15, which is black wool, And if there is, then it does this teleport either one forward or one backward in the X direction, or one forward or one backward in the Z direction. Again, that's depending which direction your walkway is going. So we're going to need to know a couple of things. The first one is which direction your walkway is going. So as I move forward, I see that the X coordinate goes up. That means that I am going east. If your X coordinate is going down, you're going west. If your Z coordinate is going up, you're going south. And if your Z coordinate is going down, you're going north. That's important to know. And then I want to know the position of this first wool block. That's 129, 4, 52. And I want to know the length of my walkway, which is 5. So first, I want to change these XYZ to 129, 4, 52. And because I am facing in an X positive direction, this DX is fine. And because I am facing in an X positive direction, which is east, this RYM and RY are also fine. I calculated these based on going, allowing 45 degrees in either direction of east. East is negative 90, so 45 degrees less than that is negative 135, and 45 degrees more than that is negative 45. Just so you know, south is 0, west is 90, and north is either 180 or negative 180. Now, because of that, north actually requires 2 command blocks. Because of that, and because this RYM has to be less than this RY, I'll show you that after I finish with this. So if you're gonna be doing this facing north, just letting you know it's gonna be 2 command blocks. But yeah, and I am going in an X positive direction, so this 1 in the X is fine. Now, I believe this should work. Yep, and it doesn't work going this way, and it doesn't work going this way. It only works going in that sort of range. Perfect. All right, let me just run over to this. This is a north-facing one. Now, what I had to do for this was there's a command block that covers the horizontal rotation from 135 to 180, which is, let's see, northwest to north, and another one, whoops, that covers negative 180 to negative 135, which covers northeast to north, or north to northeast. And the reason that I couldn't just do 135 to negative 135 is because the RYM has to be less than the RY, and the reason I couldn't do negative 135 to 135 is because that is northwest or northeast to northwest, and it would exclude the region I want and include the whole region that I don't want. So, and the other thing, neither of the numbers can be either less than negative 180 or more than 180. So you can't do like to 225 or whatever it would be either. You can do that in Java, but you can't do it in Bedrock. So it's super annoying that you have to do 2, because then you have to do 2 clocks. There's my other clock over there. And they can't be right next to each other because then they'll connect up. But it is doable. It's just a little bit more of a pain. See, that works just fine. So just that's something you need to know if you're doing it north facing. Not a problem if you're doing south facing. And that's it. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I'll see you next time.